Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mind Body TV. This is Dr. Kim Duramo, founder of the American Institute of Mind Body Medicine. And for those of you who are joining live, I always love to hear where people are tuning in from. And welcome for everyone who's listening to the recording or to the podcast. Today, I'm going to be sharing about receiving of wealth and abundance. And notice I'm not saying creating wealth and abundance or manifesting wealth and abundance or how to get more wealth and abundance, because the biggest blockage that we have to allowing fluidity of abundance and wealth into our life is our ability to be a receiver. And that's what I'm going to talk about in today's broadcast. We are actually trained to block receiving. Like, no, I really shouldn't have that. Or, even a compliment, someone gives us a compliment and we immediately deflect. Like, we can't even receive that. So we'll say, this is, I've had this for so long. Or, this is really, I just have a great hairdresser. Or like whatever, we'll give it to someone else because we don't know how to receive. And the reason is that we're actually taught it's a bad thing to receive. And when we live in separation, this idea or the concept of separation, like I'm separate from you, I'm separate from everything around me in my world, it kind of feeds this, because as I receive more, you have less. Like there's only so much to go around. So if I receive a whole lot, oh no, I might be attacked or criticized or judged. And aren't I being a bad person because I'm taking from other people? And it's a total lie, because separation is not the truth of our nature. We actually exist in unity consciousness. So if you have felt lack or not enough, or I'm working so hard, I'm overwhelmed just to get my needs met, you definitely want to tune into what I'm going to be sharing today. Hello to Tanya and to Stephanie. Stephanie says, your videos help me so much. I will pull up a video on YouTube if I'm having a hard day with anxiety. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So what is it? What ideas do you have about receiving? And for those of you live, you can type in some things like, what have you been taught about receiving? And the specific way I'll ask you is, if someone gave you, let's say it's $10 million, or whatever, something that's like a big amount that like, whoa, someone's like, here, I want you to have this. How would you feel? What would you do? Would you be skeptical? Would you say, hey, what's the catch? Would you say, oh, no, I could never take that? Because sometimes there's an idea of like, oh, if I take this, now there's an obligation. Or if I take this, now you're going to have less. Like there's something on the other side of it that's a bad thing. If I receive too much, it's actually not a good thing. And it's even just the way we embody the physical form, like don't enjoy food too much, don't enjoy sex too much, don't receive too much money, don't indulge in the physical, don't indulge in the physical material world. And so there's all this rejection of the body, of the physical material world, and then of course of money, when we live in this idea of separation or in the consciousness of separation. Hello to Randy. She said, this is exactly the topic for me in this moment. And Jody, hello, beautiful. Evelyn says, I would feel like I have to share it. Yes, so I'd ask the question, like, what if someone was like, here's $1 million, or here's $10 million, or here, I want you to have this. What comes up? A lot of times we think, oh, wait, I don't deserve that. That's too much. Or, oh, what's the obligation? Or like Everly is saying, oh, then I have to share it. Tanya says, too much of a good thing is bad for you, in quotes. So there's a lot of things that we've learned, that we've integrated. And a lot of times we don't even realize that we buy into this or that we're running the program of it. But whatever belief system you're holding, you are embodying them. It's like a program in your cells. Even the health of your cells is going to be dictated by the paradigm of that program. And so if you're blocking receiving, and we did in the last couple of Facebook Lives a lot about this, about self-care, about receiving, and it has everything to do with health and wealth and abundance. It's all completely related. If we block receiving, we can't even get the energy that we need to be fully alive. And so one of the things that comes up, especially for practitioners, is like, oh, well, I can't be in too much of luxury if everyone else is suffering. I have to help them first. And then maybe I can have a break, or then maybe I can have a day off or have a good thing. And that is one of the biggest limitations when we want to show up and assist others, when we want to be of contribution to others. I know for me, it's been so important. I want to be conscious. I want to be a being of love. I want to love the people who are in my life and inspire them to know who they really are, like to have them feel loved, to have them feel nurtured, instead of being, like sometimes we're just unconscious. And so we do things that hurt people around us, not even realizing what we're doing. And so for me, it's been like such an intention of really wanting to be fully awakened, to be a being of love and light on the planet. And I know that I receive more as a result of doing that. Absolutely. But what I really know is that sometimes we think like, oh, this is so important to me and I'm willing to give up whatever I have to give up, that maybe I'm not so comfortable. Maybe I don't have such a life of luxury and beauty. And even if I had to give all of these outer things up, I'm willing to receive this thing that's really important to me. But what I always get back is, Kim, you living in joy and beauty and fluidity and ease and a life of serenity, which is like a luxurious life, is the contribution to other people. You living in serenity is the contribution. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this scientifically. And hello to Jessica. Great to see you. When we look at the science of this, of like what your body actually emanates, the message that your body emanates, which has a physical, tangible impact on everyone and everything around you, like your emotional state can be measured up to 8 to 10 feet out from your body, but it actually extends way beyond that. Just we don't have the devices that measure it that far away. It will have a harmonious effect on other people. It'll even physically change what's happening in their cells. Of course, it's going to physically change what's happening in your cells as well. So I'm talking about emotional states of, I love myself unconditionally. It's okay for me to be however I am right now. I fully embrace and accept everything about myself. For those of you who've learned EFT tapping, that's the setup phrase, right? We're aligning to a new truth. I love and accept myself fully. That's kind of the premise, because that is what creates healing. Even though I'm so pissed off, even though I hate myself right now, even though I can't stand how I'm feeling, or I don't know why I have to go through this, whatever the experience, I love and accept myself fully. There's a harmony in that when we kind of integrate that into the physical body, it allows a different emanation. That's going to be very powerful. It's a physical, tangible effect. So when we're in this space of, oh, I can't let myself receive too much, we bump everything out. We aren't the embodiment that really contributes to our world. So it is the most important thing that we do. And certainly in the Be the Medicine program, and right up there in the first month, that's our integration. It's about receiving of wealth and abundance. If you're not able to be a great receiver, you can't actually contribute to anyone else on the planet. I know it sounds like you can, because you're like, but I'm working so hard, I'm going to fix this thing. I'm working so hard, I've got this great diet nutritional protocol and it helps people heal. And we think there are all these things we do, even a surgery or a pill or conventional medicine, that are helping people, but it doesn't actually create expansion, meaning they have more joy, more aliveness, more abundance, more fluidity, an actual expansion in their existence, unless you are sharing it from a place of fulfillment, from a place of abundance, because abundance begets abundance. So this is the biggest lie that we learn about what our contribution really is. So if you're overwhelmed, it's always because you're operating in that old paradigm of separation. I need to do more. I need to be more. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing enough. And so it's never going to be enough. And you'll always find life reflect that, and life be like, oh, overwhelm, here you go. Yes, you have more to do. Yes, more than you can ever handle. Yes, keep going. You're not there yet. And life will reflect that space that I've embodied. Hello, Jimbo and Anna. So I'd love to hear from people about what comes up for you around receiving? What if you were to receive infinitely, to let everything be effortless? And I want you to feel the wrongness of that if it registers for you. What if I received everything I ever needed, not just needed to like scrape by and survive, everything I needed to live a joyful, expanded, fulfilling, harmonious life? What if I received everything that's a reflection of that completely effortlessly? And then feel all the wrongness that comes up, like, whoa, then I just would kick back and not care about anyone but myself. Or whoa, then I wouldn't be motivated, so I wouldn't do anything at all. Whoa, then it'd be only about me. I wouldn't be a contribution. It's all BS. It's all old belief systems. The truth about you is that the more you receive, the more you are fulfilled, the more you effortlessly and very naturally contribute to others. This is the nature of humanity. We are a giving being. The more fulfilled we are, the more we want to share it. That's just the nature of you. So why not let yourself receive everything that you need? Jess says, what's the best program you offer to help with MCS? I don't know what MCS is, but you could fill me in, Jess. Welcome to Erica. So we do have a live webinar today. I just want to put in a message about that. It starts just under an hour. You can go to drkimd.com/BTMQA2. Weird link, I know. BTMQA2. Or if you're already subscribed for the email list, you will be receiving something about that. But I'll see people live, and that's for the upcoming live program called Be the Medicine. And I have one other really cool announcement. We have created a membership where for a low monthly fee, people can join in, and we've got like more of an integrated community where we'll be doing the Mind Body TV live. And you'll receive the audio and the video immediately, like we have been doing every week. And you'll also be in a private Facebook group that we have for the members and receive lots of bonuses, videos. All the content will be specifically tailored to the members. I've had a lot of people asking me over the last several months, oh, I loved this video. Can you do one about this? Or, oh, I love this tapping sequence. Can you create a tapping sequence specifically about this? And I want to be able to share and accommodate what people are asking for. So we've created it as a membership so that those of you who are wanting to receive that kind of content and continue to be on the live, what we're doing right now, will be able to do that in the membership as a member. So the link for that is drkimd.com/membership. It's not active right now. Like, I think you'll just enter your email and we'll get back to you. But if you're listening to the recording, it may already be active by now, because we're going to be sharing this content as it's already created. We'll share it with the whole community, but people who want to continue to be live and ask questions and participate will be for members only. And like I said, there's a bunch of bonus content that members will receive with more specific content that's tailored just for the members. So I am super, super excited about that. So stay tuned for more on that. So what are the challenges that you've had, or what do you notice come up for you when you feel into, what if I were to receive infinitely and effortlessly? What are the ideas and the beliefs and what are everything, the energies that come up around that? Because they're in there. They're subconscious, they're programmed. It's stuff we bought and sold to ourselves from our upbringing, from our society, from our, maybe parenting, religion, teachers, everyone around us, and what they embodied about this. And then you don't even realize that your system integrates this. And it's like, oh, no, that's just too much. Or, oh, I really don't deserve it. I haven't worked hard enough. Or I'm not good enough for that, or whatever. But it's bumping out not just money, but it's also bumping out everything that is aligned with fluid health, truly living in well-being. Because to live in true well-being, we must honor our physicality, our physical form, our physical body. One of the months that we're integrating in the Be the Medicine program is all about honoring your physical body, because your physical body is the technology that is creating your world. This out here is a hologram. It's a holographic reality. It is a reflection of everything that's resonating within you. super cool science we have to demonstrate this and to show what DNA actually does to the substance of the physical world outside of you. It's always responding to you. So there'll be a whole integration of like all the things we learned, known and unknown, about the wrongness of the body. Like I shouldn't even have a body, but if I do, I certainly shouldn't enjoy it with like indulging in luxury foods or having enjoyable sexual experiences. Like, no. And certainly if you do have to have sexual experiences, don't enjoy them. It's like insanity. And when we open to this, to the physical body, we can allow ourselves to receive so much more. So Randy says, I've been listening to your audio on serenity. Oh, thank you. drkimd.com/serenity. I meant to list it last week in the live, but I created this amazing audio, and it's really getting out of lack and into abundance. And it has to do with moving from this idea of security. I got to get more. I got to get security. Okay, now I've got X, Y, and Z in the bank. I feel secure. And that lasts for like 10 seconds because now it's like, no, wait, I need to do more in the bank, or I need to get a better steady job. Or like, you're never going to actually connect with true abundance from that, which is really the essence of serenity. And so this audio is a 3-part integration to release all of the old beliefs and stuff you've got that you don't even know about around lack, around your worth, around abundance and receiving. drkimd.com/serenity. And also to integrate the new harmonic of, I can receive effortlessly and infinitely because I am a beautiful, infinite, worthy, valuable being, and I choose to honor and cherish me. Okay, Randy. She says, I can see even more how the space of lack is showing up in my health that has improved, but not all the way, in my love relationships that come in, but not really giving me love, and my money situation that is all of a sudden the last few months tighter than ever before. I've gotten the message from 3 other sources this week about showing up more fully as my true self. But since I know that doesn't mean overly pushing to be more, does that mean energetically just aligning with my true essence and the parts of me that light up and feel alive when I think about who I truly want to be and what I truly want to have? Oh, love this question. It's so much about realizing who I truly am. Because all this, who I truly want to be, and I want to be this expanded person who really believes in herself and feels so confident and reflects that and has relationships that are a reflection of that. But what if I just recognize, even in tiny little minuscule ways, the ways I already am that, the ways I already am beautiful and worthy and valuable, or just choose in this moment to celebrate myself right now. And so I can celebrate my raunchy, swampy, quote unquote negative self if I'm feeling really grungy, and just celebrate, Kim, you get to be the most negative, depressing person on the planet today, and here's a big award. I love you unconditionally, and rock on, and just grunge it out and swamp it out. And yes, it's okay for you to be that free. And I just choose to celebrate myself. I just choose to give myself that space. I just choose to say yes to whatever's showing up today. That is the opening, because the more I let myself receive, the more I show up in the true essence of who I am. So yeah, so much we learn. It's like, so now I got to be all this, and let me push myself to be that more thing that I think I need to be. And it's so not about that. So yes, thank you for this question. And the audio certainly helps to integrate that. drkimd.com/serenity. A lot of times it's like, what can I let fall away? What can I allow myself to embrace? Jess says, multiple chemical sensitivities. Okay, so MCS. It's so funny how many acronyms there are. I think it was like, oh gosh, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago when I was diagnosed with this obscure autoimmune disease. And they kind of totally made up a name, like late onset juvenile rheumatoid arthritic, whatever. And I kind of got it that I was like, I think the more we look, the more we're going to find, but it doesn't actually have to be manifested this way. And so MCS, multiple chemical sensitivities, which many people are experiencing right now. The best program, I would say, is the Instant Elevation, because it's tools. They are set up to assist your alignment with, okay, let me feel what's actually happening in my body and become aware of it and just make space, because all of that creates the inflammation and creates the rejection and creates all of that quote unquote sensitivity. It's based in fear and rejection, the energies of fear and rejection. So everywhere you've rejected your body, everywhere you've rejected or judged even others, it gets internalized in your physical body. And then there's a whole other piece on how to transmute those energies and release them, and then how to be more conscious in choosing to receive what is really a blessing for you, what is really fulfilling for you, or even just what is really aligned with you living in ease. So the Instant Elevation is a beautiful, beautiful program for that, Jess. And thank you for asking. It's at drkimd.com/IEP. And that's available for anyone who it resonates for. Okay. Jess says, I'm learning that this is a limbic system loop, fight or flight always. Yeah, and even though there's a lot to show, like, oh, there's something wrong with your limbic system and it's so fired off and we have to do all these things, or you're sensitive so we have to avoid all these foods and here's all these supplements, we can address it at the physical level. Nothing wrong with that. And when we address it in this deeper energetic level, there is way less we need to do physically, way less. And sometimes it can resolve completely. Tanya says, I feel like I'll be bored and then there'll be nothing left if I receive everything I need. Thank you. This comes from the idea, comes from fear that we're not good enough, and that intrinsically the only reason we're motivated to go out and do stuff is because we have lack. So if we didn't have that lack, we'd just blob out into nothing land. There'd be nothing to be motivated for. There'd be nothing to go out and do. And that's the difference between motivation and inspiration. So when we hang out with that feeling of boredom of like, oh, I'm not motivated at all, and we let motivation dissolve, motivation is the antidote for fear. Motivation and fear are two sides of the same coin. Fear is like, like fight, flight, and freeze. We're going to fight and we're going to do that thing. And I'm so motivated because I'm not having that anymore. I'm going to go out and do this thing, but I'm in a fight. It can't create abundance. Or we freeze, which is like, we can't do anything. Or, fight and flight is kind of the go, go. So that's motivation. So what if we have no fear? The BS thought, the belief system is, well, then I won't be motivated to do anything and I'll just be nothing. I won't amount to anything. I won't care about anything. It will be apathy. It's a total lie, because the truth is, the more I receive the essence of pure love, the more I am moved into inspiration, which is the natural emanation of fulfillment. Always, 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 when we receive what we truly need to be fulfilled, to be whole, to be in the space of pure love, it is a completely natural thing that it is shared. That doesn't mean I go out and create a foundation or a startup or like make a video necessarily. It means that just me breathing on the planet creates something, actually creates something unthinkably valuable. And yes, it does inspire lots of different activity that I'll go out and express that. So yes, that's there, and it's not the whole point. Jody says, I think, so I would just also say, Tanya, if you're willing to be fully present to the bored or the fear of boredom, that energy will transmute and you'll feel something higher come in. You're so awesome. Amy, hello, Amy. Jody says, I think I have the subconscious belief that it isn't safe to receive everything I desire effortlessly and easily, even though I want it. I don't know why I have that belief, but it's there when I muscle test myself for that question. Yeah, we don't even have to know why. When we feel into that space of that conclusion, it's not safe. It's not safe for me to receive effortlessly. So I was speaking about that in the beginning. And when I asked that question, what would it be like if someone gave you $1 million or $10 million and just said, here, have this, what would come up for you? Because that will let all these subconscious energies, and you don't even have to know here in your mind what they mean. You will feel them. You'll feel the of obligation. And if there's the thought of like, ooh, now I got to do something with this, or I have to share this, like someone else said, you don't even have to know that piece. You'll just feel, the more you connect with your physical body, the response of it, you'll feel the energy of it. And then just breathe into that. I allow this to transmute. I release everything I'm holding on this that isn't serving me. I release everything I've got, known and unknown, that receiving has to be hard, that it has to be earned, that it has to only come through these particular channels, that it's not safe to just let it come from everything, everywhere. And then breathe your way through that, through everything that arises and all the energies that you're aware of, and allow it. It will transmute. You don't have to figure it out how to transmute. You breathe and witness with willingness to feel what you feel. That is what transmutes the energies. Yeah, that's great, Jody. So play with that this week, and definitely the Serenity audio will be awesome for that. It's at drkimd.com/serenity. That's just a free opt-in. You can come in there. I did mention the membership that we're transferring to, where we will do the lives in the membership, and we'll have things like that, like audios that I'll create that we'll share with members, videos and other resources depending on what questions people are asking. Anna says, I feel like I'm selfish and mean to others when I give myself what I need, and that no one wants to be with me and I'll end up all alone. Yeah, that comes when we buy into like this idea that I'm wrong and I'm bad. And depending on what religion or culture you're raised in, they can tell you this very directly. The truth about you is you're really, really bad, so you have to be punished in order to change your mind and do something good. And that's not really the truth of what's going on at all. Yes, we are in an evolution of conscious expansion so that we can choose from our wisdom and choose from like, whoa, what really contributes the most in my life? When we're in a limited perception of reality, I'm separate, every man for himself, so it's okay to go and attack someone else to get what I need. We're not in unity consciousness. Of course, then we learn the pain of that. When I judge and harm others, it actually harms me. Whoa, let me explore this more fully. So we can expand in our awareness and then realize, oh, I'm actually connected with all things. As I love and cherish myself, I can love and cherish others. And so there's an evolution there, but it's not the same as this, like, you're wrong and you're bad and you should be punished. And if I give you what you want, you're going to be even more wrong and bad, and all this crap that we buy into. So same thing, feel into that. And even just feel into the $1 million question. What if I were to receive, beyond any shadow of a doubt, every fraction of anything that I've ever needed, fully, completely, and effortlessly? And just breathe that in. And that might be in the form of money, but it's so much more than that. And then feel everything that comes up and take 10 breaths and just breathe, 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 saying yes to the energies that arise, inviting the energies that arise, saying it's okay, you're here, breathing in, witnessing them fully, breathing out. And always it's great to put your hand on your heart, because it's like, whoa, I have compassion for myself. This has been hard. I've been living in fear. I have not been getting what I really need. What if I can honor and allow myself to receive what I truly need? Because who's in charge of that is you. All right. Diana says, the feeling I get is unworthiness to receive such goodness. Elaine, good morning, Dr. Kim. My childhood taught me that I was not good enough. And now I'm ready to be good enough and receive whatever comes my way. Yeah, that's why receiving has to be infinite. I receive all things in grace and ease. When we live in duality, it's like, only good things come to me. Only good things come to me. I only receive good things. And you can feel the effort that has to be behind that, versus I receive all things in grace and ease. The things I think are good, the things I think are bad. Because as I'm in the resonance of allowing, those other energies can just move through. They're not the truth about me, so they aren't strengthened and amplified. It's only when I buy into my fear and shame and wrongness that those things can like take over and hijack myself. And welcome to Heather. Jess, thank you. I am desperate and I'm ready to try. Nothing has helped me so far, and I'm ready for change. There have been a lot people have shared about the programs I've created. So, along those lines, like, whoa, I had very expectations and this actually exceeded my expectations. And the reason for that is because they aren't created in that duality. It's not trying to be a good thing. It's awakening you to the truth of who you are and how this inner hardwiring works so that you can begin to work with this fluidly. All right, welcome to everyone who's just joining now. Certainly you can listen to this. We'll have the recording up in just a little bit here. And I again wanted to mention the membership because in the next week or so, this live that we do, it will still be available later on as a post, but to come actually into the live and be a member of the community will be for members only. And there are a lot of other bonuses we'll share in there with free audios and videos and really tailoring the content to those who want to play in that forum as a member. So if that doesn't fit for you, it's okay. We have tons of awesome content that we share with the world. And we'll still have this available on the podcast later. But to come in live and to receive what we're sharing and have your questions answered and have the content more tailored to what the group is asking for, you are very enthusiastically invited. So it's drkimd.com/membership. We'll definitely be sending some emails about this too, so you have the link to join and participate as a member. And I'm so, so excited. I know a lot of people have been asking for this for quite some time, and here it is. So sharing lots of love, and we do have a webinar in about a half an hour. So for those of you who want to join in the live webinar, I am super excited to be assisting with questions for the Be the Medicine program. We're starting that program next week. It will be a live program for the next 6 months. So those of you who are interested, it's at drkimd.com/BTM. And it's really for practitioners who are ready to move into a much more fluid expansion of what you're doing in your work. Even if you don't consider yourself a wellness practitioner, but you want to be doing what assists humanity and work that really makes you come more fully alive. I know a lot of people are struggling with this, where they have something in their heart, some amazing thing to share, but they're doing it in that space of limitation, in that space of separation. So it's like, oh, I just can't get people to listen, or oh, how do I grow my business, or oh my God, I'm doing all this, I'm not making enough money. It's always because we're in that space of lack. And as we've shared here today, the biggest piece of it has to do with receiving. And we can see all the things of what that brings up, of my worth, or the wrongness of letting it be too good for me, because then others, maybe they'll be jealous, maybe they'll attack me, maybe they'll be in more lack because I'm having so much. There's so much to this. So we will be going into this to clear and release this in the first month of that program, because I think that's what's going to create the most for everyone involved. It will contribute to you, even if you're not a member in that program. It's not necessarily for everyone. It will still contribute to you what we are embodying and transmuting as a group. So know that as we do, your world is expanding as well. All right, sharing lots of love. Jelena says, more please. So definitely you probably want to come and be a member, because we're going to have a lot of fun in there. And I'm super excited to be sharing with the people in the membership. So I'm at drkimd.com for anyone who is not subscribed. If this resonates with you, we would love to have you be a member of the community. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.